Okay, so that makes sense now. Then you release an EP called Freedom.
Not even. Do you know what? That was what caused such a problem in the first place, bro. Because I'd released Freedom before joining.
Okay.
And then the people where Freedom was put on before, all my music had to get taken down because I physically signed a contract with these other dudes it was all going to be put back up again. And then, I mean, when I say this was all within 3 days, 3-4 days, maybe a week tops in it, and I'd signed this. This had happened. I had this massive blowout with my pal. You know, sort of my absolute rock in it. Probably the only one that's been there sort of musically through all these stages. You know, and we've been pals for like over 10 years. You know, so it's one of those, and it was all falling apart, and I thought, man, this is definitely a sign. You know, I can't do this. So all my music got taken down. I signed, and then I'm thinking, I've just released the EP. You know, we've just put money into the promo, put money into the marketing, and it's, you know, it's all gone in it. At the same time, I'm still thinking, I've just signed, and it's not quite the right thing, in it. And the more I'm thinking about it, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm being not given work as such in it, but you know, I'm getting stuff through from these new guys that I've said I'm going to work with, that I've signed a contract with to say that I'm going to work with in it, and things are getting put in place, and I'm still sat in the middle thinking, oh bro, what have I done in it? Like, so it's all of that one on top of the other, and then that's what pushed me to sort of, you know, I literally did. I ghosted. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Then had to almost go crawling back in it and try and get the EP put up again, get the other singles that I released put up again, work out if the streams that we'd already got on it were going to come through again. And it's all a madness on you when it comes down to the actual metadata of putting the stuff back up on distro. That was what sort of, you know, that was what stressed me out the most. That was almost like my wake up call, and that was definitely, if I've had like one wake up call in my music life so far, that was definitely the one. That was a bad decision that I didn't even ask advice, or I did ask advice for and didn't listen to. And I did. You see what I'm getting at now? Yeah, I did what I wanted, and it didn't work out. And I had to come out of it, you know, through the fire and the flames with my hands in the air, saying, you know, I effed up. You know, I shouldn't have done this. But again, and I'll still say now, I strongly believe that I had to do it in order to get that experience from it. I'll never do it again. Yeah.
In that way now, does that scare you away from signing to a label now?
I definitely wouldn't say it scared me. The whole situation made me a little bit nervous at the time, innit? But I wouldn't be scared or nervous now to go and sign with another label. But I would definitely have that in the back of my brain of thinking, right, Freedom, you know what happened last time? Let's really think about this, innit? Let's talk to a few people that you trust about this and sort of work out what's best for you, innit? But I'm happy being an independent artist at the minute, innit?
Yeah.
And I don't think unless something massive happens to me or any of us, I don't think there's a need for me to be in a label. Okay. Unless they're going to help me with what I'm already trying to do to help myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I ask most people that come to This Is My Say with Ace about the music scene in Thanet. What do you think of it?
I think it's alright, isn't it? It's definitely got better over the years. Like I was saying earlier, in my not that I'm old now, but in my younger life, innit, I was definitely more into the metal scene, innit? So, you know, the metal scene, the metal music scene around here was always sick, man. Like I was saying, I remember this place being packed out every Friday night in it when I was like 16, 17, and then by the time I was 18, you know, we were on the band gigging here. So I think the music scene, I think it's decent. It depends what you want to class as a music. I know a lot of artists from Thanet, a lot of artists I respect from Thanet. Despite whatever might have happened in the past, innit, I'm trying to humble myself and I'm, humbling everybody else. Either we all make it or none of us are going to make it.
So, give me your top 5 in Thanet right now. You don't have to name them according to numbers. Your top 5.
What artists?
Artists.
Young Freedom.
That's a good one.
Oh, right. So you know my bro Triple N?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trip's killing it right now. Massive levels above any of us, but I rate Mike Righteous highly. In it.
Yeah.
He's from Margate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nifty's decent.
Nifty, yeah.
His bars are unparalleled. Nothing that I could do in it. But once again, I remember Nifty from the metal days in it when he was drumming in the bands. It all comes full circle, man.
That's number 2.
That's number 2. Oh yeah, definitely counting it. 3.
That's number 3. You in it? 3.
Oh come on. Megabyte's decent. I like Megabyte.
Got one more.
Oh, I feel like I'm like disrespecting the community in it if I don't fill this list in it. Danny Rhymes.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah, me and Danny are pals. Me and Danny go back.
Okay. Wow.
Do you know what? A little story there. Couple years ago, we've got this friend of ours that was, unfortunately, she suffers with lymphedema. I can't always pronounce it properly. It's.
I wouldn't want to. I got an accent because if I pronounce it, it will sound worse than you. So.
And we linked up for a talent show, and it was all to raise money for this surgery. And this was when I was spitting this Kid Colour still, and Danny was on the judging panel, and he was the one that put me through to the finals, innit? Which is how me and him knew each other.
Is that Thanet got talent? That's a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was next. Yeah,
that's a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I was there, innit? And so got put through from that one, innit? Did the final, didn't win, but it's the experience. It was raising money. Got put through the final with the Broadstairs Pavilion, innit? But yeah, small world.
Small world. Big shout out to Danny, man. He's got his album coming out soon.
Yeah,
as well, so
big up. I saw that this morning.
Yeah,
honestly,
man.
Danny's a sick artist, man.
Yeah, definitely. You guys should link up because I can see you on his hook with him, man. Give him some nice.
Well, all I'm gonna say is watch his face, isn't it? There might be stuff already in the works.
Yeah, man. I can just see how you guys can work together as well.
Danny has always been really respectful of my music, and I absolutely rate him as an artist. So as a barrer, he is, I think, is incredible, and he's always been like really. It sounds dark, right? He's always been really nice about my music, innit? He's always been really supportive, even when I didn't think that it would be his vibe. It's definitely his vibe. He was on board with the same label at the time. He was one of them. And actually, that's where. Well, I won't get into that in a minute because I'm not 100% in it. But
I can paint the picture now. I can paint the picture now. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
It's a madness, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Well, look at you now. You're doing great.
Come on, man. Thank you.
You're doing great, man. And you know what? Any of the things you want people to know about you, or I've missed out.
Get the EP now.
Yeah,
it's on Apple
now.
Music, Spotify, Freedom the EP. Check out my YouTube, Young Freedom Music, innit? Freak the videos out there.